everyone, it's me, Nikki, and today I'm here with a book tag. I was tagged by Rosie, excuse me, and this is a choose your own adventure tag. And Rosie did it on just Discworld characters, so I thought I'd do something like that. I think I'm going to do just One Piece characters if possible, because I love it so much and I just like talking about it and I don't have anybody to talk about it with. So, the first question is is fantasy twin. Name a character you can relate to on a personal level. I'm going to say Usopp. I'll put pictures here because you don't know who anybody is. I'll say Usopp because he is petrified of everything, but when the going gets tough, he steps up and, I mean, he's a sniper for a reason. He's away from all the damage, but he can take some damage. But you know, when he needs to, he steps up and is, just a really great friend and everything. So yeah. Number 2 is hero. Name a character that you aspire to be like. I'm thinking. Maybe. Red Shanks, who is also Luffy's hero. He is I want to say it's a yokai. Yokai? Is that it? Yeah, the 4 Emperor yokai, I think, or Yonko. Yokai something else. He's a 4 Emperor. And that basically means he, like, rules, a part of the sea. And he's the only one who doesn't have a devil fruit power. Whitebeard, who passed away, Blackbeard, a Big Mom, and Kaido all do, or did. So he's a badass. He has 1 arm because he lost it saving Luffy. So he's a badass without any devil fruit powers, who is able to, there's like a big climax. Summit, it was called the Summit War of Marineford. And basically Shanks steps in and is like, no, we're done. Everybody's leaving. We all get to live after this point. So I think that's pretty cool. And he has the respect of a lot of people. Maybe not the other 3 members of the Big 4, because they're just stupid. But Whitebeard, who was super powerful, it respected him. And he has the respect of, obviously, the government. So I would like to be like Shanks. Just, you know, and that's great because when you're introduced to him, like, you're seeing him familiarly from Luffy's point of view. He's just like a fun pirate who comes in, and these mountain bandits come down and, like, break a bottle of, I'm not sure if it's an alcohol over his head, and Shanks and all the pirates are like, ah ha ha, and Luffy's like, what the fuck? Why don't you do it? And he's like, no, don't worry about it. And then these bandits come back, and Shanks is a fucking stone cold badass, and you're like, phew. And that's when you get how you get Luffy, who is mostly an idiot, and then, you know, he's a badass, and he learned it from Shanks. So yes, I would like to be like Shanks. Let me find the tab. Number 3, choose a character to be your champion in a duel. Ooh. That's a good one. I'm gonna say... Oh, it's down between two in my head. I think I'm gonna go Zoro. Zoro here. He uses 3 swords. It's called 3 sword style. He holds 2 in his hands and 1 in his mouth. It works. He is... I did get Jinbei, but he is the 2nd strongest on the ship. Right behind Luffy. And I just think it'd be really fun to have him duel for me. As long as you didn't ask him to go there himself, because he doesn't know what a direction is. Number 4, unlikable character. Name a character you love to hate. Oh, I think Blackbeard. He is like the actual worst person. He is his full name is Marshall D. Teach, like, you know, Blackbeard, and he is this is confusing, so let me start. Luffy is Monkey D. Luffy. His dad, his grandpa, his brother, and his brother's other parents all had a D in their name. The D is just an initial. It might stand for something, it might not. Oda Ichiro has yet to tell. I am sure it's going to be important because a bunch of characters have mentioned it. And there was somebody else who also had a D. And whenever these people died or were faced with death, they smiled. And everybody freaked the fuck out because you're like, you're about to get your head chopped off. Why are you smiling? Or, you know, whatever. And when Marshall D. Teach was gonna die at some point, he fucking sobbed like a baby. And I'm like, is D even really his initial? Like, is this a whole gag? And maybe not, though, because he is the only known person to wield 2 devil fruits. But how that works out for him, I'm not sure. If it's been mentioned, I haven't read that yet. So I actively hate him. He turned on Whitebeard, and Whitebeard is like, they call him father. He's like a father to his people, his crewmates, not his crewmate, but his crew. So yes, I want to see Luffy. I think they're powering Marshall D. Teach up, like 2 devil fruits, all this stuff. So like at the end, Luffy can just beat the shit out of him. That is all I want. That is all I want. So yes. Like, unless you know One Piece, you don't understand. Tavern buddy. Name a character with whom you'd want to have a drink or spend a night on the town. Oh god. I'm going to say Brook. Because he's a skeleton. And he can't technically get drunk. And I think it would actually freak people out, and he would like to make jokes about how the drinks just go right through him. So I think that would be fun. Number 6 is villain. Name a character with whom you would not want to cross paths. Ooh, there's a lot of villains. We'll do the antagonists. There are a lot of villains, but a lot of them have, not a lot of them. Some of them have, like, whatever Luffy's done to them, they sort of, like, they will help him now. Who's is it this guy? There is... Maybe... I'm gonna say Morgan. His name is Axehand Morgan. it's not that he's like the first boss that Luffy and Zoro come up against. But he's just an awful person. Like, he's horrible to his son. He's horrible to the people of the town. He was gonna he like did something, or his son did something, and then Zoro got in trouble for it. And he's like, oh, I won't hurt anybody if you starve for like however many days. And Zoro's like, okay. And then Luffy found out he was gonna do it anyway. And so it was like, he's a piece of shit. Kuro, also maybe I wouldn't want to run into. He is a black cat. He wears gloves and cat claws and is very fast. And I don't like him. Again, he's not very strong. Where is he? There was a guy, if I can find him. I'll have to look for... Ah, here he is. It is Arlong. He is a saw shark fishman, and he is, like the last boss before they transition out of the East Blue and into the new place, and he is an asshole. He is an asshole, and I hate him, but I'm also slightly terrified of him, because he is a saw shark, so he's got like the saw nose, but then like the shark teeth, so no thank you. Mentor. Name a character you would want to learn from or have as a mentor. Ooh. I'm gonna go with 2. If I can... Okay. First is Jinbei. He is part of the Straw Hat Pirates, finally. He's the helmsman, and he is a whale shark fishman. And he is a fucking badass. He was one of the 7 warlords of the sea, i.e. a pirate that works with the government, but he gave it up. He went to help Luffy, and now he is with them, and I'm so happy. I love Jinbei. And he does fishman karate, which seems super cool, and I don't know if humans can learn it, but I really want to. And who else? I think Pirates. I can't remember his grandpa's name. Is it Garp? Yes, Monkey D. Garp, who was in the government, and he was super powerful. He's no longer in the government. He's semi-retired, he said, but he always helps his grandson. And he just seems like a badass. I'd love to learn from him. Ugh. Number 8 is Samwise. Name a character who you could trust or be your best friend. I'm gonna say Luffy, because that's basically his whole thing. If you fuck with his friends, he will stop at nothing to hurt you, because there's a whole thing where Robin, who used to be an antagonist but is now on board, and Luffy's like, yeah, I think she's the archaeologist, and he's like, you're mine now. He's like, it's all mine now. And then they go to a new place, and she leaves, and he's like, no. And he basically starts a war with the government, like, on purpose, just to show Robin that, like, no, you're one of my friends, and you're never leaving my crew, and that's what friends and family does. So, yeah, him. Luffy, definitely. And number 9 is found family. If you could adopt one character or give it a home, who would it be? Ooh. Well, they all have a home. I would really like Chopper, though. I mean, he's super cute. He's a reindeer. He is super cute. He's the baby of the group. I love him. I want to squish his little cheeks. Sarah. And what's her name? No. Ugh. Shirahoshi. She is a giant smelt-witting mermaid. Whatever. That's some kind of fish, apparently. She's massive. She's bigger than, like, everything. And she's a 16-year-old baby, and I love her to pieces. She is fantastic. I'd love to give her home. She wouldn't fit anywhere, but I would love her or Chopper, even though they both have homes with their family. So yes, that is my choose your own adventure type of tag. I hope that it explained anything about One Piece. Probably not. I probably just rambled, but that's fine. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you're having a lovely day, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.